Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're diving deep into the world of deepfakes. Now, you've probably heard of them. They're all over the internet, from funny videos to, let's be honest, some pretty concerning stuff. They've become a huge talking point in tech, and for good reason. Deepfakes are AI-generated videos or images that can make anyone appear to do or say anything, and I mean, the technology behind it is honestly mind-blowing, but it also opens up a Pandora's box of potential problems. So, in this video, we're going to break down exactly what deepfakes are, how they work, and the implications they have on our world. We'll look at both the good and the bad, because with any powerful technology, it's important to understand the full picture. You ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so what exactly is deepfake? Basically, it's a piece of media, usually a video, where someone's face or even their entire body has been replaced with someone else's using AI. And I'm not talking about simple Photoshop here, this is way more advanced. We're talking about AI algorithms trained on massive data sets of images and videos. These algorithms, they learn the nuances of a person's face, their expressions, their mannerisms, and then they can realistically map that onto another person's face. It's both fascinating and honestly a little creepy how good it's getting. Think of those face swap filters you see on social media apps, right? Deepfakes are like those filters on steroids. They take things to a whole other level of realism. Early examples, yeah, they were a bit janky. You could kind of tell something was off. But the tech has evolved much, even just in the past few years. Now, deepfakes aren't exactly a new thing. The term itself popped up around 2017, but the underlying technology has been in development for a while. In fact, even back in the 90s, researchers were already experimenting with these concepts. But it's the recent advancements in AI and machine learning that have really pushed deepfakes into the spotlight. And it's not just about swapping faces anymore, we're talking full-body deepfakes, voice cloning, even deepfakes that can mimic someone's writing style. The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing, but like any powerful tool, deepfakes come with a ton of responsibility, because while they can be used for good, for entertainment, for education, there's also a huge potential for misuse. And that's what we're going to dive into next. Okay, so before we get to the dark side of deepfakes, let's talk about some of the applications. Because believe it or not, this technology isn't all bad. One area where deepfakes are showing promise is in the entertainment industry. Imagine being able to bring back iconic actors for new movies, or even have them star in films in different languages without the need for dubbing. It's like having the ultimate CGI, but for real people. We're already seeing this starting to happen. There have been movies where they've de-aged actors or even brought back actors who are no longer with us. It's pretty incredible to see, and it opens up a whole new world of possibilities for storytelling. Beyond entertainment, deepfakes have the potential to revolutionize education. Imagine learning history from a deepfaked Abraham Lincoln or taking a physics lesson from a deepfaked Albert Einstein. It could make learning so much more engaging and immersive, especially for younger generations. And it's not just about historical figures. Imagine being able to create personalized educational content with virtual teachers who can adapt to your learning style. It could make education more accessible and effective for everyone. Deepfakes also have applications in accessibility. For example, they can be used to create synthetic voices for people who have lost their ability to speak. This can be incredibly empowering, allowing individuals to communicate in their own voice again. And in the art world, deepfakes are being used to create entirely new forms of expression. Artists are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, blending reality and fiction in ways we've never seen before. So yeah, deepfakes aren't just about fake news and misinformation, they have the potential to do a lot of good in the world. Okay, now for the part you've probably all been waiting for, the risks of deepfakes. Because let's be real, while this technology has its upsides, the potential for misuse is huge. The biggest concern with deepfakes is their ability to spread misinformation and manipulate people. Imagine seeing a video of a politician saying or doing something outrageous, something completely out of character. Now imagine that video going viral before anyone can even question its authenticity. That's the scary thing about deepfakes. They can be incredibly convincing. And in a world where information spreads like wildfire online, it's becoming harder and harder to discern what's real and what's not. This has serious implications for our political systems, our justice systems, even our personal relationships. Imagine a deepfake being used to discredit someone, to ruin their reputation, or even to incite violence. These are not far-fetched scenarios, they're real threats we need to be aware of. Beyond misinformation, deepfakes also raise serious privacy concerns. The technology relies on massive datasets of images and videos, often scraped from the internet without people's consent. This means your own images and videos could be used to create deepfakes without you ever knowing about it. And as the technology becomes more accessible, it's not just governments and large organizations that we need to be worried about. Individuals could use deepfakes for revenge porn, harassment, or other malicious purposes. It's a bit of a Wild West out there right now, and there aren't a lot of regulations in place to control the spread and use of deepfakes. This is something that lawmakers, tech companies, and individuals all need to work together to address. So, with all that said, how can we protect ourselves from the potential dangers of deepfakes? Well, the good news is, there are ways to spot them, but it takes a critical eye and a healthy dose of skepticism. First and foremost, pay attention to the source. Where did you see this video or image? Is it from a reputable news outlet, a verified social media account, or some random corner of the internet? If you're not sure about the source, it's always best to err on the side of caution. Next, take a close look at the video or image itself. Deepfakes, even the convincing ones, often have telltale signs. Look for inconsistencies in lighting, shadows, or reflections. Pay attention to the way the person's mouth moves when they talk. Does it look natural? Sometimes the audio can be a giveaway too. Listen for any robotic or unnatural inflections in the voice. Does the audio sound like it's been edited or manipulated? Another thing to look out for is unusual blinking patterns. Our eyes are incredibly complex, and deepfakes often struggle to replicate natural blinking, so if you see someone blinking too much or too little, it could be a red flag. Now I know what you're thinking. Who has time to analyze every video they see online? And you're right, it's not always practical. That's why it's important to be aware of the tools and resources available to help us detect deepfakes. There are a number of websites and browser extensions that use AI to analyze videos and images for signs of manipulation. These tools aren't foolproof, but they can be helpful in flagging potentially suspicious content. So, we've talked about the risks of deepfakes and how to spot them, but what about the future? What's being done to combat the spread of misinformation and protect ourselves from the potential harms of this technology? Well, the good news is, the fight against deepfakes is a cat-and-mouse game, and the good guys are working hard to stay one step ahead. Researchers and tech companies are constantly developing new and innovative ways to detect and combat deepfakes. One promising area of research is in using AI to fight AI. Just as deepfakes use AI to create realistic but fake content, researchers are developing AI algorithms that can detect the subtle inconsistencies that give deepfakes away. These detection algorithms are getting better all the time, learning from the latest deepfake techniques and adapting to stay ahead of the curve. It's an ongoing arms race, but it's one that's essential to winning the fight against misinformation. Another important aspect of combating deepfakes is raising awareness. The more people know about this technology, how it works, and the potential risks it poses, the better equipped we'll be to identify and reject it. Education is key. We need to start teaching people about deepfakes in schools, in the workplace, and through public awareness campaigns. The more informed we are, the less likely we are to be fooled. Ultimately, the future of deepfakes depends on us. It depends on our ability to use this technology responsibly, to be critical thinkers, and to demand accountability from those who would use it for malicious purposes. It's a challenge, no doubt, but it's one that we can overcome by working together and staying informed. So that's the deep dive into the world of deepfakes. It's wild, right? This technology is constantly evolving, and it's really important to stay informed about both the potential benefits and the very real risks. What do you think about deepfakes? Have you ever seen one that fooled you? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you're interested in learning more about AI and its impact on our world, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos like this one. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more AI insights. Stay smart, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.